Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to the Bearded Respect, number 160. Woo!
Hey everybody, happy Thursday.
Jason, you want to welcome all these fine people to the show?
Yeah, I think I'm missing some, but I got E-Rock, and then
Hello there.
but then I got Whiskers and Whiskey saying hey to John Fox, but I don't see John, but he's probably on there already.
Yes, sir. He's here.
Yeah.
And then he's already Whiskers and Whiskey saying, oh, it's up to Jack Stud, and I don't see him yet, and Baker. So I don't know why I can't see all the original chats. But anyway. So hey John, Jack Stud, Baker, Whiskers and Whiskey. Good to see you guys. And we got Mrs. Bruce City. Hey Becky.
Hello, Becky.
How you doing, honey?
But there's Jack, and there's John.
You guys hear the sound
John.
effects this week?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yep. There's Amber, bright and early.
Amber.
Brother Amber?
And there's Mad Donkeys. Guys, good to see you.
Hello.
Frickin' Frack. Good to see you, Bob, Terry.
Bobby.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Hey! There's Kevin. Uh-oh. I made Clementine mad with my cheering. Hey, Kev, good to see ya. You might want to be left back.
I've got the
down.
dogs barking.
Yeah. Jacob. Good to see you, Jacob. Clementine. Stop it.
Get her, Jason.
I'll be right back. Real quick. Real quick.
Hey, as long as we can get another guest appearance by Clem, I'm fine with that.
Keep going. Keep going if you want to go down.
Where he left off here.
I cheered.
Jacked.
Okay, I'm coming back, guys. Okay. Okay, Jacob. Jacob, hey, Jacob. And that guy, he's on the screen. Hey, Dynamite.
Hey.
Hey, Brad.
Hello, neighbor.
Hey, Brad.
Big Stu. Hey, Chris,
No way.
good to see ya. Hey, Chris. Good to see ya.
Hello there, children.
Or Dino.
How you doing, Dino?
That was a good one. Yeah, I beat you on that one, man.
Oh, Becky got a big order in.
Yep. Yeah, got the box here. Just got it today.
Hello, murderer.
Hey, Santa Tom. Good to see ya.
How you doing, Tom?
Hey, Corey. Good to see ya.
Hello, neighbor.
Babysitter Jess.
Hello.
Jessica. Randy R.
Excellent.
Hey, Ray.
How you doing?
I just before the show there, I was on IG there and seen you. I didn't know you was a long hair. I didn't know you was a hippie.
Hello.
A long hair?
Maybe, yeah, man, he had long hair. Maybe we'll do this. If you give me some of your hair, I'll give you some of my beard. How's that?
I've been trying to trade beards with Kev for a couple weeks now.
Hey.
How you doing, Brewer?
I don't have friends. I got family.
There we go. We got the merch link in the chat.
Yeah, be sure to check out the merch. Get a fine hat like this. There's shirts, sweatshirts, coffee cups, all kinds of stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that helps support our channel. So we can give back like giveaways and other stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Matt. Good to see you, Matt.
Everyone look epic tonight. I just got out of the shower.
I did just a
Go ahead,
little
Luke.
bit ago too.
Yep.
A self-care hangout.
How you doing?
Hello.
Hey, Dan. Good to see you. That's Cauley Creek Dan, for you guys that don't know.
Oh, I got a few candles from them. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just got a bunch of stuff from them.
Nice.
Well, I got it from Becky for Valentine's Day.
Nice.
I gotta find what I did with our link.
There's Jimmy Hall. Hey, Jimmy. Got 3D. Hey, 3D. Frankie J.
Frankie.
How you doing, Frankie?
Frankie.
Hello.
We got Mrs. H, otherwise known
Hey.
as Mama Dynamite.
That's right. My mom's here.
Cool.
Hey, Warren,
Warren.
we're doing good. I hope you are too. It's been, I tell you what though, it's been in the teens all week for me. That's why I got my hoodie on. I got a hoodie on today.
Oh.
It's just so hard to get warm after I get home, you know?
I wish we were in the teens all week. We were in
I
the
bet.
negatives. It was
boy.
like
Yeah.
most days of my drive to work, it was a negative like 13.
Was that real temp, Scott?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It feels a lot colder than that.
I'm sure.
Yeah, yesterday we finally hit, last night we finally hit 10 degrees.
Hey, Jacob, that's good. I'm glad you're in a good mood. I'm in a pretty good mood too. I had a little nap. My feet were still cold. Just like I said, I have a hard time getting warmed back up after work. I mean, we have heat in the shop, but it's still, when it's this cold out, you're still like maybe in the 40s in the shop, you know. I mean, old block building, even though we got some infrared heaters going. Yeah, and what I'm doing is I'm just sitting in one spot right now, TIG welding. So I'm not moving around, you know, and my feet get cold, but yeah, been a cold week. But that's it. I'm caught up, guys.
All right.
I'm caught up.
Sweet.
Chris says 23 in Maine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we had single digits here in the Kansas City area. Lots of snow, lots of ice, lots of school getting canceled.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about what it's been here, Kev.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be nice to get back to normal.
Yeah.
And anyone who's looking for it, the link to our merch site is pinned to the top of the chat.
Yeah, please go check out TBR merch. It is legit. Legit.
I'm sorry, Tim. I missed you. Guns and Beards. I don't know how I missed you. And there's Bearded James, too.
How you doing?
And there's Evan, too. Got some sneakers.
Hi.
Guys
Hey,
sneaking
Evan.
in here now. Yeah.
I bet.
And it sounds like we are going to have Fur back on the stream in March, the beginning of March.
Yeah.
And we'd like to thank Dynamite for kind of filling in for Mike, and we appreciate it. It's nice having the third person on here.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just honored that you guys asked me to fill in. It's truly a blessing. Really, really, really appreciate that.
Negative 20 to... Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not for me.
It was bad here, but not that bad.
Yeah. Yeah. There's Liz. Hey, Liz.
Yeah. Yeah, some great stuff. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah, she did throw in some freebies like she says she does when she was on the stream.
Yeah, and now the one Becky really liked is sold out. It was Yacht Rock. Not one we expected to be as good as it was.
Yeah, I think I actually got a couple of them right here, actually. Yeah, I got a couple of them right here.
Cool.
And then she sent some coasters.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, I've actually been using these a lot. We have silicone coasters, but since she sent those, that's pretty much all I've been using. This is what I have at my desk now.
See, here's what Mike says. He's on call at the hospital for a couple of weeks, and he'll be back on the show in March. But if we don't have anything else to talk about before the show, why don't we bring our guests on?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, got a couple more sneaking in here. Hey, Steven snuck in. And William Shepard. Hey, William.
Hello.
All right. But further ado,
Let's get it.
welcome to back to the Bearded Respect, guys.
What's
Good
going
to
on,
be
y'all?
back.
Hey, guys.
Thank you for having us back again.
Oh, yeah. You actually were on the show on episode 14.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That seems like forever ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really does.
Hmm.
Love the intro, guys. Love it.
Yes,
Appreciate
awesome.
it. Keep changing it up so it doesn't get boring.
It's always a good thing
Hey,
to do.
James.
What's up, James?
What up, James? Yes. So how's everybody doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not bad. Other than the weather, but yeah. Doing
I
good.
heard. Yep, it's 8 degrees here with the wind chill.
Mm.
And where are you guys
Yeah.
at?
I'm in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently in Indiana right now, but I'm in Elkhart.
Mm.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm liking the little light effects you got behind you.
Yeah, put
First
that.
needed.
This scene is called Bonfire.
Interesting.
Trying to keep you warm there, eh?
Cozy and warm. That's what it's all about.
That's right, eh?
So I know you guys started the company back up, but any thoughts of starting the live stream back up?
We've talked about it like here and there. And I think we're probably going to start doing like IG for a while before
Yeah,
then, but we've like I said, we've kicked around the idea of like the YouTube show and everything. It's just scheduling and everything. We got to figure that all out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Archimundo?
What is going on, everyone?
So Jason, you ready for some questions?
I am.
Let's do it.
Bring on the question.
Okay, yeah, since you guys were episode 14, that was before we had Michael in the 5 questions. So I guess I'll hit you up this time. And now these questions for both you, so you can decide who answers first. But first question is always, what was your favorite toy as a kid?
So that's a good question.
That was so long ago.
Yeah, that's what makes this one the toughest, one of the toughest questions out there. Because
So one of the things I remember, like hardly anyone remembers though, is the Food Warriors. I don't know how many people actually remember those or not, but the Food Warriors, I think it was like late 80s, early 90s.
Hmm.
They had like Sergeant Jonah.
Hmm. I've
Yeah, I
not heard
don't
of
remember
Good
those.
that.
choice. I would say probably for me, it's I'm torn. So like Log Cabin, if you remember that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Or like Mousetrap.
Ooh,
Yeah.
good
I
one.
remember
Good one.
Mousetrap.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good answer. I always like got frustrated trying to set it up at times. Especially the
That was
cage. Just wanted to like fall out of nowhere.
it was so touchy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
up, Corey?
What up, Corey?
How you doing, Corey?
Okay. Well, those are
Corey,
good
Jason.
ones. Yeah.
Jason's just filling in for Mike while he's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's get into this one. So let's see, how can I word it though? But what have you made any changes or have you done anything different since coming back? You know, I mean, yeah, do you do things different? Is your carrier blend different? You know, like I said, did you make changes and anything like that?
Oh yeah, definitely made changes.
Yeah.
Our oil blend is the same. We didn't change that, but the butters we completely redid the butter from how we used to do it. Um, we did a melt and pour in jars for a more solidified butter. Um, Now we have are doing a liquid butter that basically incorporates both our butter blend that we had before plus our oil blend that we have, and we put them together. And it took quite a while to kind of get it to the consistency that we wanted it and
Yeah.
liked. But it was definitely worth the work to get it to where it is.
Most definitely. And I think another thing too is our labels. Our labels and everything. We changed up the look of our labels and everything. So
Oh
it
yeah.
definitely got it up there. And then our website obviously has, it's how it's designed and everything. It just turned out beautifully, I would have to say.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
looks clean and crisp, and the graphics are really impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, to be like, we changed pretty much everything besides the logo, the name, and then the oil blend.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention too was our motto. We have changed our motto since then as well. And we changed it to live creatively now, so it just goes more of, yep, you got the new sticker there.
Yeah.
So
Got a bunch of stickers with the order that came in today.
I say our old one was good, but that one fits us more to just everything in our lives that we do. Because we are passionate about everything that we do, so we wanted to embrace that and enforce that. Live creatively because we're creative people, and we, as anybody that knows us, like the sense and stuff that we do, we totally twist everything and put an imaginative spin on everything and just try to live on the edge as possible. So, we just wanted that to be more out there and kind of inspire others to do the same and just, reach that creativity within themselves. So,
Nice.
Very cool.
Okay. Now, you did mention earlier, well, Chad, you're in Indiana, and Scott, you're in Indiana too, but that's right now. Where do you usually live?
Okay, so right now I'm in Indiana. I'm at my fiance's, but we're trying to get me transitioned here, but it's just a process of the whole thing. Especially with being on medication and all that stuff, and the doctors, you have to get all this and that and this, and everything sorted out and everything all in the right basket. But Ohio is usually where I was trying to get up here to Indiana, so I can actually say that instead of being an adopted Hoosier, I'll actually be a Hoosier.
So I mean, because we knew that from before, but for the new people, just kind of my question was, how is it working with a beard company, but being separated? How does that work logistically?
So we can just come together and do our thing. We're not really that far away from each other. It's just it's a tri-state area, so we're spit away from Michigan. So if we just need to go to Michigan, it's just half hour, 45-minute drive.
Mm. Do you guys like divide like the workload out kind of thing? Like one person makes, or you both make at certain times, or one person does marketing and kind of back and forth like that?
We kind of do a little bit of everything. The logistics I pretty much take care of for like the shipping of the product and all that stuff. I guess I do everything with the website, designing that, and like the labels, getting labels made, stickers made, and stuff like that. Scott does the artwork.
Nice.
He takes care of that. He does all the marketing, all the posting and stuff like that, because he does that very well. Like he can, like, this child's play to him. So, and he does such a great job with it. I just let him do his thing, and so he does that. But outside of that, like, so when it's time that we need to do a batch run, we get together and we make a weekend of it. We run through whether we're making it a weekend of we're doing some R&D or we're actually making a final product. We do that. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely, it has it's a task. I mean, it's not easy, being an hour and a half apart. But we make it work.
That's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool. I like it.
Yeah, that's great, and that's not something you see with a lot of companies being that far apart.
Yeah,
but you guys have always seemed to make it work, which is great.
Yep.
We're dedicated, and we have the passion for it. We love what we do.
And we're family, and family sticks together. So no matter what we're doing, we just know that, it's for the family. So.
Very cool.
Yeah, I feel like those last two things, especially you mentioned, are pretty key: passion and family.
Yep.
Definitely.
Now, what kind of things were you guys passionate about before getting into making beard products and oils?
Yeah, Wicked Worm, Donald. We love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Before
I mean, your hobbies, what you
wrenching. I mean, I've been wrenching for probably 30 years. I've restored a few bikes. That's been pretty awesome. But I'm like pretty much like I love all kinds of stuff. Like, I get caught up into things like, I love video games, obviously, technology, computer. I'm a gearhead. Obviously I work in, a shop, so um I love cars, I love classics. I love modern stuff too. So, but yeah, I think probably before we got into Beard Mana, yeah, it was just a lot of wrenching, working, and then we had our show that we did on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the longest time, and we did reviewing. We reviewed beard products and stuff for a few years, and that's kind of how we came into starting up the company, because Scott and I had kind of gone back and forth about doing such, and after gaining the knowledge and doing what we did, we decided to do it. And with the YouTube show that we had prior, that's kind of how we had our branding. We already had our brand and everything pretty much set. We just kind of fine tuned it, and many years later, here we are.
Yeah. So for me as well, it's gaming, crafting, artwork. I always love to do artwork. I also love to write stuff as well. Poetry. I wrote songs, never really like produced a song, like as far as like vocals and stuff, because I can't sing worth a lick, and everybody knows that I sound like a dead goat trying to sing. So, so I've written lyrics and everything. Though I'm sure that through the ages, if somebody would have seen it, they probably would have picked it up. But I've written over 200 pieces of poetry in my lifetime. So I mean, I was passionate about writing, and it's like crafting. There's a lot of things but these ones are my fiance. She made these ones, but the bead bracelets and everything, just all whatever I can craft, whatever I can think of, whatever I can do or research to, find out how to do. It's fun. Just having hands on something, is a lot of fun. And especially when it comes to like practical stuff that you need, things that you need, soap, whatever it may be, it makes it a lot better. So it's just something we enjoy.
Yeah, I've been getting into 3D printing lately. I've got a little print farm going on to my left. Yeah,
it's cool to see what you can make with those machines.
Oh my gosh, it is just absolutely phenomenal.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah. I used to actually go to like coffee shops and like write while I was at coffee shops and everything. Uh, you know, enjoyed that, the kind of hipster vibe back then, when I was in my younger days, just drinking coffee and writing poetry and, sharing with the groups and everything that was there and hanging out. It was a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun.
Definitely.
Big Stu's 3D printing right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
What you printing?
And we had a question here from Archmundo. I think we covered it earlier, but would you guys ever consider bringing back that D&D like stream?
That's actually interesting that was brought up, because Scott and I were just talking about this probably like a week or so ago. It was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of work too.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
It was a lot of
dream though.
Appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of thought and creativity and just the components of everything. Just thinking of it, like all the elements that went into that. like I can't believe that we even like were able to pull that off. But it just it worked though, and it made it fun. And you know, a lot of people have said, you know, that they've never seen anything like it out there, and it's it really was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
I think what was really good about it is the fact that we had created something that was interactive with the community and it brought the community together, and it was just like, you know, it was just so much fun, and you could see that within the people that were joining us to play, and just how the interactions with everything was just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys had like a leaderboard, so it made you want to come back every week.
Yep.
That's neat. That's really neat.
And we have even talked about like how to even further the game and stuff and everything. It's things that we never even got to, but a lot of ideas like went through our head. Like if we would have continued, it would have been really neat. You know, have like personalized like profile icons that people can earn or something like that. You know, it's just really awesome ideas that we had that, you know, it was really fun.
Yeah, I know there were a lot of people in the community at the time who really enjoyed that, doing that. Definitely different.
I kind of got a side question for Chad there, talking about wrenching and working on cars. If you could have any car, your holy grail, what would it be?
Any car. It would be a Koenigsegg. And
so not even a classic.
Nope. But if I were to be asked about a classic, probably, you know, and it's the typical everybody, I think, but it's the '69 Camaro. And I think I say that because my mom had attached herself to one in the '69 Camaro as well. So I think that's where my passion comes from, to one in the '69. But give me any old classic.
Yeah.
Any of them.
Yeah, they knew how to make cars back then.
100%. All you needed was air, fuel, and spark, and you're good to go. Not
So
like
my
today,
favorite,
you know, you got 40 computers in a freaking car.
Yeah.
So my favorite one had to have been the oldest or the latest one of the Chevelle Super Sport that they did. It was a really nice car. There's always one that was outside of the town of the school that I went to, and they just had it sitting there for like the longest time. But it was the bumblebee colored one. It was yellow with the black pinstripes on it, and it was like the nicest car. And it's just like ever since I've seen it as a kid, you know, I fell in love with that car. And like they don't make them like they used to anymore.
That's a real nice one.
Yeah,
cars nowadays are basically just made to be thrown away, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite would be, or my holy grail would be a '69 Trans Am. Convertible, 4-speed. Because I have this book on Firebirds, and it has the production numbers in it, and I'll never forget this. Even as old as I am, I still remember this. And of course, '69 was the first year for Trans Am, and they only made 8 convertibles, and 4 were automatic and 4 were 4-speeds. So that's like the holy grail for me. If I could find a true, I mean, I doubt there might be a couple left somewhere in a museum or somewhere. You know, maybe GM has one somewhere, but I mean, to find a true convertible '69 TA, That would be something.
Be spendy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
it sounds like it. It sounds like it.
and that's one you never see on one of those auction shows.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Grand
Good.
Nationals.
Yeah. My dad really liked the Buicks. He was into the Buicks and the Caddies and the Lincolns. He always loved the big old gunboat town cars. 60.
Yeah.
Excuse
Yeah.
me.
I bet you did, Kevin. Oh, he did. Okay. It wasn't a convertible though. It wasn't a convertible though. Yeah.
Those are convertibles were pretty rare in Trans Am.
Yeah.
I was a big Cutlass fan. Well,
Yeah.
72 Cutlass was my first car, but I always wanted a 68 442.
Hmm. My dad, when he was 17, well, he graduated high school at 17, which I did too. We started early, but he he was looking to buy a new car. He had an old 38 Buick he used to run around when he was in high school, and he was wanting to get a new car. He was working, and so he went. There's a local dealer down the road from us that they kind of specialized in Corvettes, and they had a 67 Corvette there, convertible with a 427 tri-power 4-speed, and he wanted that car. And his mother, my grandma, told him that that's too much car for him. He better not be getting that car. So he wound up went to another dealership, a Chevy dealership. They had a 67 Chevelle SS convertible.
Oh, wow.
396 4-speed. So he got that. So I don't think that was much better than that Corvette. Yeah, I heard a lot of stories about him in that car from his buddies that he ran around with. But yeah, I'll give you a quick story.
Yeah, let's do it, Jason.
They were coming home from a party, and he would stop and bang through all 4 gears. Stop, bang through all 4 gears, and he burned his tire. Yeah, he blew out his tires before he got home. Yeah. But, yeah, all kinds of good stuff in the good old days.
Good old days.
And what's funny too, when him and my mom got married, now my mom already had 2 boys, and then they had me pretty much right away. They were married a year and a couple months when I was born, but he sold that car to get a family car, and his family car, he got a 69 Chevy station wagon with a 327. So how cool would that have been too? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back then when you were a kid, station wagons were terrible, but nowadays I'd love to have that car. That'd be something.
Yeah, look what they do to some of them cars though. They chop them and drop them and
yeah.
Blow them out.
Yep.
I remember as a kid I was hauled around some of those big Ford station wagons.
Oh, yeah.
They were just humongous.
Yep, people would be riding in the trunk and everything. The seats would be full and people would be riding in the trunk. Same thing with the GMC Jimmys back then as well. Everybody had the Jimmys, and the car, everybody was piled in the Jimmy and people be riding in the trunk. And
Whole different world back then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like riding in the back of pickup trucks too. You can't do that no more.
Mm-mm. Shoot, you don't even see too many people putting the dog back in the back of the truck anymore these days.
Right. Totally. Yeah, it's definitely different nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember. Now I live in Pennsylvania, near Pittsburgh area. When we were a kid, my dad had it was a '76 Chevy stepside, little 6-cylinder, 3 on a tree, and he had a little camper, pulled a little camper, and there was 4 of us boys, and we went to Kansas. It was Olathe. We went to Olathe, Kansas, in the back of that truck. Now he did have a cap, but it was one of them old aluminum tin ones, the aluminum caps. That thing was a sweat box. Oh my God, what a terrible trip that was as a kid. But yeah, you wouldn't even. I mean, even riding in the bed of a truck. When we played Little League, everybody jump in the coach's truck and ride to the field in the back of. But
Yep.
to drive clear to Kansas, the state of Kansas, in the back of a pickup, even though it had a cap on it, man, would that be frowned upon now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they wouldn't have it.
Yeah. Okay. Now I do have one last question on my 5 questions. I know we had other ones stuck in there, but the last question I have is, if there was one thing on your bucket list that you'd want to do, what's that? If you could only do one, let's put it that way. If you got a bucket list and you could only do one of them, what would that one thing be?
I'd probably say definitely visit Scotland. I want to go visit Scotland for sure.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a big. I mean, not Scotland per se, but that's a big one for a lot of people, is to travel to another country. Yeah.
I'd probably move to Japan.
Ooh.
Oh, move?
Heck
Actually,
yeah.
move to Japan.
Heck
Yep.
yeah.
Wow.
That's something that I've been wanting to. I think it would just be really cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a whole different world.
Oh yeah.
But I love the good old US of A though, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, have I had 79 Bronco and 78 Blazer.
Be right back.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I remember my dad. I remember he bought a brand new Blazer in '77. Man, that body on that within a year or two started going. Them 70 square bodies like that, them bodies were terrible.
what up, Vato?
Hey, Vato.
Hey, Vato.
Been a minute, bro.
Chimundo says he wants to go to Japan for Wrestle Kingdom. Not even sure what that is, but it sounds fun.
Oh, it's probably a blast. I think what's so cool about Japan is like we have vending machines, but they do vending machines on a whole nother level.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about that. It's like whatever you want, you could pretty much get.
Literally, pretty much. You
from a
want
video
alligator? You can get it out of a vending machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm back. Yeah, like
Hot
he was
food,
saying,
cold food.
yeah, the vending machine thing around Christmas time there is they had the Christmas present vending machines where you can actually go and buy like Christmas presents and you won't even know what they are, and it's just random.
Oh.
And,
A surprise
An
for
Like-
actual
man,
present.
yeah,
Yep.
and you can actually pay like $50 for like an iPhone, or whatever. Like it's you never know, and you don't know what you're getting. Sometimes it can be that though, a $50 iPhone, and
That's
That's
crazy.
yeah, and then the lucky bags that come around New Year's, they're just jam packed full of like stuff that you can get and everything. The lucky bags are really awesome that they have there too, and just their culture and everything too. They keep a lot of stuff clean and everything over there, so it's just interesting. And the cafes, the themed cafes, though, is another huge thing too that I like. Unfortunately, though, I don't know if you knew about it, Chad, but the Monster Cafe, they shut that down. The Monster
still-
Cafe was cool.
Yeah, you still can. You can get beer and stuff out of vending machines now.
Oh yeah. The standing bars, I think, is what they call them. With the vending machines,
Yeah, I
and
thought,
then the little
amazing.
cube hotels.
thought it was amazing when I moved to Texas when they had a drive-through liquor store. I was like, "What the hell is this?"
That's
And they'll bring you
convenient.
whatever you wanted.
Is that hard liquor too, or just
Oh,
beer?
everything.
Oh,
I've
Yeah,
seen
we
that.
got
We got some of those around here.
But they
So-
just ask you whatever you wanted. They'd bring it right to you. You just keep driving through.
yeah, we
I've seen
got
that.
some.
People
They're just
had them.
beer, but
Yeah. No, they had a little bit of everything.
It's basically like a drive-through convenience store with
Yeah.
booze.
Yeah, so that's what the one they were saying was they said only in Ohio or something on the Facebook videos that they had, but you can get like anything there. They have the liquor, beer, cigarettes, or whatever you want. They're just I was like, there's more. It's more than just Ohio, but apparently it's not that common.
No, you don't see it that often.
yeah, Smokey, whatever you
Yeah.
want, you can ask them questions.
Of course, Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll ask.
That's funny, Michael. So they don't witness you stumble out of the vehicle. Oh, that's so true.
Yeah,
That's why you get plenty. Make sure you have enough so you don't have to leave again.
yep.
Let's see if I can't get this to work. Didn't want to work earlier. Oh, now it's gonna work. Well, why don't we talk through some of your products here?
Okay.
Have a little presentation. I don't know what to do with everybody, but okay, we have your beard oil, and the carrier blend is apricot kernel, sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, moringa oleifera oil, hemp seed oil, castor oil, and the fragrance and essential blend. And currently, you have a sale going on where it's $9.99 for pretty much any product on your site.
That's a
Yeah.
crazy good price.
Yeah.
And you were also telling us you had another special going on as well this weekend.
Yes. So through the weekend, if you spend 50 or more, we'll throw in a random bottle of oil.
Very cool. And here we have your liquid butter. Its ingredients is apricot kernel oil, sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, moringa aloe oil, hemp seed oil, castor oil, cocoa butter, mango butter, shea butter, and a fragrance and essential blend. And I believe this only comes in 3 of the scents, right?
Yeah, just the full sense right now.
Do you plan on having it in more scents in the future?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. It was a trial run to get kind of the feedback from, you know, from the customers and stuff like that, because this was the first time releasing it, so we wasn't exactly sure. We knew it was a great product, but we didn't know, what kind of feedback we were going to get.
There's a pinned question I'm going to bring up since we're talking about the liquid butter.
Okay.
Ray wants to know, why did you guys use butters in your liquid butters rather than just oils? Because a lot of companies,
yeah,
there's a lot of companies out there that have a liquid butter, but there's not a butter in it.
right.
So
And
how can you call it a liquid butter? But you guys
yeah.
have butters.
Okay, so that's the thing too. That's why we wanted to do this, is because we wanted our liquid butter to be a true liquid butter, and we didn't think it would make sense without butters being in it. It's not a diss or whatever on any other company that does it, but other people that just use oil and then the Shaolin or whatever and call it a liquid butter, that's fine. But we wanted ours to be a true liquid butter with butter involved, and like Chad said, it was a long process to get it to where it definitely needs to be in that state, that perfect state of oil to butter ratio, and also it has the BTMS in it as well. It's not on there, but it's got BTMS 25 also, and that has extra conditioning properties as well. So on top of the butters and the oils, and it also has BTMS 25, which is like I said, it's deep conditioning. So everything, you get the nutrients of everything, you get the nourishment of everything, and the conditioning of everything, and it's just amazing.
So have you had good feedback on your liquid butter then?
Oh,
absolutely. So far, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sounds great. Definitely sounds great.
What's the consistency like on that?
I can actually go grab it.
Consistency.
Okay. Yeah, I got it here. Of course, this is my own personal one, but I can show you the consistency here. So this was the testers and stuff when we was first formulating, and this was like the end result of it. But the consistency, like you could tell, it's liquid. And don't mind the state of it right now because it was cold. It's really cold here, so but it's definitely liquid, and it's very nice consistency, and it just goes down to nothing.
Nice.
Just
Yeah.
yep. And
it's the perfect blend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think those are great, especially if you're traveling. It's real easy, something you can throw in your bag. Don't have to worry about it leaking on you. It's a plastic bottle, so it's not gonna break.
Yeah, it took us a while to actually figure out how we wanted the packaging for the product too. We looked at so many different styles of bottles, so many different styles of dispensers, and obviously we ended up with what we ended up with. We love what we ended up with, but yeah, that was just a lot of work on itself.
Mm-hmm.
Ray, I did have this issue, and actually, Scott said before the show, try and just put it by a heater vent, and it should come back to the same consistency. Um, mine's actually almost turned back now.
Mm-hmm. So it sounds like you guys were able to keep a lot of the long chain fatty acids in there.
Oh
With
yeah,
those butters.
yeah, all the
100%.
definitely all the properties in butters and our oils. Like you get the benefits of everything in it, and so you can see it absorbed now. It's just completely absorbed, and it's a full-bodied liquid butter, and that's what we wanted. We wanted a true liquid butter
Nice.
that's made with butter. So it was like I said, it was a process. It was a long process of figuring out the right ratios and this and that and everything, getting it fine-tuned, but
Right.
definitely got it on point, I think, now.
And the
Nice.
ingredients that we use too, like it took us so long to source the ingredients that we use, and we even still use the same companies that we did 2 years ago because they had phenomenal ingredients, and we make everything from scratch. Like it's some work. It's a process, but the end product is, we've always from day one want the final product to be absolutely amazing. If we don't like it and aren't going to use it, then we don't want to put it out there for anybody else to be messing with.
Yep. So, yeah, we never actually had that brought up. We never had a request for an unscented, but I mean,
I guess if there was a demand for it, and
yeah,
absolutely, it wouldn't be that hard.
Right.
But
Yeah, I think they're getting at a lot of companies. They just come out with an unscented version rather than having them matched up with their like oils.
Right, and I can also say in response to that as well, the liquid butter, like we said, it has the benefits of the oils as well as the butters. So, that I can just throw in, like if I, somehow forget to oil during the day, I can just throw that in, and like 3 to 5 minutes later, my beard is just as soft and nourished as I would if I was to get in the shower and then oil it and everything. It's that quick, and it's really amazing stuff. And sometimes I just do butter and not oil, and so I just like the scent. So
right. I want to touch on this question. I don't know if we really did, but Ray was saying, does the liquid butter freeze to a gel-like consistency on really cold weather? I mean, it does, and it will. I mean, the colder it gets, depending, like if you were to leave it outside in 10-degree temperatures, it would get hard.
Yeah, it does, but it seems to be turning back pretty well.
Oh yeah, it'll, especially the liquid butter, it definitely does. It goes back to that liquid state very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we opened this already almost back to liquid state.
Another thing too with the liquid butter, like, so the reason I don't know if it's ever been asked, but the whole reason we went to doing a liquid butter is because one, making a melt and pour was so hard. The consistency for every batch to be the same was so impossible to get. So, and then also ship it in the summer. If we were shipping to somewhere like Cali or Texas, anywhere it's going to be like super hot, most of the time people would get it and it's melted in a jar. So we've kind of like killed two birds with one stone with making a liquid butter. So it's easier. We can be consistent every single time we make a batch, and then plus when we're shipping it, it's already a liquid state, so we don't have to worry about the hot temperatures during the summer.
And thirdly of all, it's a lot less mess to work with too, because all you need is just a couple drops and just throw it in. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I see a lot of companies especially this year, going to a liquid butter, um, especially if you're in those southern climates where that's a big
Yeah.
issue
Mm-hmm.
for you. I hate ordering a butter during summer and opening it and not thinking of throwing it in the freezer first and having a big mess.
Right. And that was just it. We wanted to eliminate all that.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
know?
yeah, that's a very good plan. We've got some of the scents. We have Amped, which is a cologne scent with notes of fizzy lemon lime soda, mandarin orange, vetiver, and sweet musks.
That one sounds real
Wardrobe,
good.
which is a 1950s barbershop cologne scent with notes of bergamot, vetiver, oak moss, and patchouli. That's the one I chose to put in after my shower tonight, and it's very nice. Really enjoying it. Um, Stellar, which is a cosmic sweet cologne with notes of champagne, juicy berries, tangerine, sweet nectar, and musks. Noble, which is a high class cologne scent with notes of green amber, green hills of Scotland, cognac, and spiced tobacco. That sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, it
is.
sounds real nice.
Uppercut, which is a cologne scent with raspberry, lime, magnolia, bergamot, black pepper, oak moss, patchouli, lang lang, and sandalwood and musk. Whew, there's a lot going on in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Uppercut's probably my favorite. I mean, I like them all, but uppercut's probably my
So
favorite.
uppercut's definitely a good choice. So
Emberfall versus Enigma. Probably Emberfall for me.
it's hard to choose, honestly, for me. All the fall scents, I can't really pick a favorite, but it just depends what you like. Um, Emberfall is like the true embodiment of fall. It's like fall in a bottle. That's what that one is. It captures like every essence of fall in it. Um, Enigma, I love completely because I love apple scents, and the apple in Enigma just really stands out for me, along with all the rest of it, which is Scott has up there on the screen the raspberries and the fig and smoked sage and all that stuff. It's just makes it a really great scent, and especially when the apple transitions to the sage and everything, it's just really nice. And if you like earth, more like a fruity, earthy scent, I would say Enigma. But if you like the more traditional captured fall scent, I would say Emberfall. But like I said, I love them all. I love all the fall scents. It's
Very
like
cool.
picking a favorite child.
Yeah. We've got Respawn, which is a bold cologne scent with notes of fossilized amber, white, coclamen, uh, tonka bean, clary sage, and woody musk. Um, I don't think I've ever heard of white coclamen in beard scent before. Is that something new?
It's a white cyclamen. It's a flower. It's a floral notes in there.
Oh, very cool. Nocturnal, which is a fierce cologne scent with notes of dark amber, masculine woods, bold spices, and hints of leather.
That's my fiance's favorite.
Yeah, I put that on when we first opened the box. It's pretty nice. That's right up my alley with dark scents. Then we were talking about Ember Fall, which is fir, cedarwood, sandalwood, fresh fall leaves, autumn spices, not pumpkin spice, amber, and toasted marshmallow. Noble, which is a high class cologne scent with notes of green amber, Green Hills of Scotland cognac and spiced tobacco, and Enigma, which is green apple, raspberries, fig, smoked sage, brown sugar, frankincense, and whiskey. I didn't list them here, but I also noticed on the website you have a few of the Christmas scents yet. We had picked up one, which is a Craftsman.
Well, you got the Crescent. It's
That
a really
one's
good one.
peppermint, leather, mulberry, Palo Santo, exotic spices, and red oak.
And so I've got the other two here. I can read off to you. So there's Everjoy, which is birchwood, fir needle, pine, citrus, sage, spice, cranberries, and fresh snow. And it smells just like a Christmas tree. And the festivities in the house. And then this one here is really good too. The Luminous, which is like you've heard the song, chestnuts roasting on open fire. That's roasted chestnuts, hazelnuts, bayberry, cinnamon, brown sugar, and burning wood. So you get all that in there. It's a really good scent.
Yeah, they all sound like great scents. I know these are different than what you guys had originally had. Is there any chance any of those old scents might show up sometime in the future?
Yes. We're actually going back to our old roots. That's kind of the whole reason we're doing this clearance to sell off everything. So just kind of to move the inventory. And then we're we're going to take what we've changed now, like with the labeling and like the marketing and the bottles and all that stuff, and then mix it with the old way of how we brewed our scents and stuff like that and created the profiles, and just kind of a little bit the old with the new.
Very cool.
Yep.
And you guys also share my screen. You also do have a bunch of merch options, hoodies, t-shirts. You got a stainless steel tumbler here. More t-shirts, sweatshirts. A lot of very cool designs.
Yes, Red Panda is coming back.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
That was probably one of the first ones we're probably going to bring back, because I think the Red Panda was. It's interesting how Red Panda came about, but
yeah,
it ended up working so well, and everybody loved it.
Yeah, I know when that came out. That was like one of the hot ones.
What's the profile on that one, on Red Panda?
So it's cherries, berries, butterscotch, and there was another one I can think of. I'd have to go back in the notes, but I remember those cherries, berries, and butterscotch for sure.
Nice.
And
I want to say birch.
Yeah, it was birch. Yes, birchwood. Nice. And we're thinking about too adding another special twist to it as well, and just adding a touch more. So just to make it, a special comeback re-release for these ones. The old ones we plan on doing just a twins different, just to make it a tad bit more special.
Mm-hmm. And I apologize if you guys mentioned it already, but you guys using fragrance blends, essential oils?
Yeah, the fragrance, we have fragrance ones that we use, but some of them contain some essentials, so that's why we have to label it that way. So it's fragrance / essentials on there, so we don't miss anything.
Mm-hmm.
And
Any plans on separate lineups for the EOs or FOs, or just sticking combining them together?
yeah, I think Ted and I have talked about that before, about the making an all natural line at some point, or making some natural scents or whatever, if you will.
Nice.
Well, yeah, because the type of profile that you get from an essential oil is a lot different than fragrance.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, the longevity as well. So
Oh yeah.
I think it was the Respawn bottle that Romy was talking about. Says, I love that pic, trying to decide if those are action figures with a normal 1 ounce bottle or if it's real dudes with a 100 ounce bottle. But once again, all those artwork designs and the labels, they look pretty slick.
appreciate it.
Yeah, we love the way, because the artwork that we did before was really awesome. Because Scott, did that. Like, he drew everything, but it took so much work and time, and I feel like a lot of times that kind of hung us up on a lot of things, trying to get the artwork done. So it's kind of great because Scott is able to mix like what he does a little bit with his creativity with words and get the AI to create the artwork for us. And then he does a little bit of the artwork as well, freehand, and he like incorporates the two. It's just phenomenal. I love the way we've been able to kind of come up with this artwork for it.
Yeah, it's just enhanced, so just makes it a lot better. And it's not just AI either, so it's a combination of everything. It's drawn and then enhanced with it, and then Photoshop, just everything. Just all. It takes a lot of time still to do everything, but it's just more fluid to do everything and just have a really solid outcome. And a lot of different tools and everything makes it easier to streamline the whole thing, and
Yeah,
produces really good results on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you see a lot more people going down that route. It's weird how much AI has become a part of our lives lately.
Yeah,
And I think it's only going to expand even more.
it's like a lot of people don't know like if they're for it or against it or whatever, and like I'm an artist myself. It's just that it's what you do with the tools that you're given. It's a tool. That's what it is. It's a tool. So yeah, if you put your creativity and everything and put work into it, then it just makes it easier and better. Like if you're working with the tools that you're given, and work with the tool and not use the tool to do all your work for you. There's a difference, and I can see that how that is, but I'm an artist myself, so like I said, it's just how you use the tool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that you can use the both of them together, make a lot of these great designs. Pretty amazing.
And yeah, Red Panda. Well, yeah, it's gonna come back at some point. So
Hmm.
What's your guys' ETA on that scent coming back?
Probably spring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because a lot of the ones that were like Tinkerer, Drunk Waffle, like Sweet Tooth, a lot of those were a lot of like spring and summer type scents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wicked Worm.
Yeah.
So
There's a Tinker there. That was one of the
That's-
latest runs that we did.
That's one of my favorites.
And you got my curiosity piqued. What's Sweet Tooth?
or did I say Sweet Tooth?
I thought you said something like that.
I
Yeah,
meant
Sweet Shop.
Oh, Sweet
Yeah.
Shop.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like that candy shop in a bottle.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, it's barbershop, cotton candy, and bubblegum, and it just
Ooh.
It's
Yeah, it's a good one.
You got
it's
me.
one of
you
those
got me
fragrances
interested.
that really kind of just grabs your senses and just kind of just pulls you in, and you can't get enough of it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I love.
definitely what put us out there as well. I think was that one.
Mhm. Yeah, I love bubblegum and cotton candy scents. Those are real good.
It's
And Drunk Waffle was another one that just you didn't think you'd like, but you ended up loving it.
Nice.
yeah, it's definitely interesting how that one plays off because like when you first smell it, it smells exactly like what it says,
Mm-hmm.
but then it kind of just mellows out into this really nice kind of pungent kind of cologne type. It's really weird how it just plays off. But
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah, no, a lot of your older scents they just seem to hit you at different points of the day. Or if you go outside and the wind's blowing in your beard, you just
Yeah,
get a whole different scent of it.
yeah. And that's one thing that we pride on ourselves on too is like the layers that we have in our scents and everything. They're layers, and we just want to just have that and just keep the mystery going throughout the day because you just get that one thing and then like in another minute, oh, you get pick up this and when the wind blows and
Yeah.
it's just that magic that we had that just keep you interested and
Yeah, and I don't think there's really one I got that I didn't like. Even had this one that had banana in it, and for me, that's not a scent I like in my beard, but it ended up working real well.
Mm-hmm.
Primal, yeah, Primal. That was a good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Scott. I think the first year Scott and I we probably put out I think probably 30 different profiles.
Yeah, at least 30.
And then what's like the duration of your guys' scent?
I mean it varies, but I mean on average I feel like 6 to 8 hours, 8 hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was some pretty long lasting scents.
Yep.
I mean,
There's
but it's not like they're an overpowering scent.
No, no.
They're mixed very well. But it would last me a long time. I know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's some of them too.
different.
You get like to the end of the day, and you think that was it. Like you're like, and then you'd be doing something. There'd be like a breeze that comes by and grabs the scent, and you're like, oh, okay, nice, let's go.
You're at Archimondo says OG Rob sent him a few of the OG scents straight from you guys, and after streaming guys did, and everything was solid. Yeah, definitely.
Appreciate
Appreciate
that.
that, brother. Yeah. See,
Yeah, OG Robbie is a good dude too, and I
Yeah.
love the compliment that we got from him was amazing too. He's like you don't even need a butter with these guys' oils, and it's just one of those things that
No, the
Um,
oils just always worked well.
you know, I love how he was kind of on the fence for the longest time until he actually got our stuff, and it was just like, okay, this is what's up.
Yeah, I remember doing that myself, and once I got them, I was like, oh, I got to get this one and this one. This one.
Yep, and that right there is, I think that's probably the biggest thing that Scott and I love. Like, yes, it's a business. We're in it to make the money and to grow and all that stuff, but and that's part of business. You have to do that to keep going. But we love the interactions that we get from people, especially like when we first see somebody open up brand new bottle of something that they ordered, and they do like an unboxing or something, and we watch it, or if they just they call us, like do a message call or whatever, a video call, but just that
yeah,
the reaction from the people of that first smell, and just like how their faces like just they light up and stuff like that, and it's just like we love that.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely. I remember a bunch of the old school guys getting together in like a New Jersey area, um, and they were just kept talking about your guys' stuff, and I think that's when I finally bought a punch, and I was hooked after that.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. We appreciate, like, the whole thing, like Scott and I, even now, like we've been so humble the whole time. Like, and there was a point to like when we shut down, like we were, because it was in the beginning, it was rocky. Like it was kind of like up and down. Like we made some mistakes that could have crippled us as a company, but we were learning, and you learn from your mistakes, but we were able to kind of bounce back, and we got to where we caught grip and some
yeah,
traction. And after about a couple years, like we were on the verge of like blowing up, because him and I were working on other product lines and stuff like that. And it really kind of, I hated that we had to close, but life happened, and just it
Oh,
was
yeah.
just a decision that had to be made. But if we could have stayed open somehow, some way, like it would be so incredible to see where him and I would be today,
yeah.
Yeah.
But
I definitely think though, that God has a plan for us all. I truly believe that, and things work out the way that they do, and things will work out the way that they should. So it's just the timing of everything. It's just it wasn't right at that time, but I know that we will get there once again. So, and all
yeah,
the customers and the loyalty that we have, over the years that we still have, I mean, we're amazed by that. McMahon, he's awesome dude, and miss that guy.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
he's
mean, he
definitely
pops
a
up
huge
every once in
supporter
a
of
while.
ours. Yeah, every once in a while you hear from him, but he's a definitely a huge supporter of ours, and you know,
Oh,
just miss all the greats.
yeah. It's weird how everything has evolved in the beer community.
Yeah.
yeah. Scott and I was actually talking about that just recently. It's kind of like how we look at like who's in the community now to when it was, just a couple years ago. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's almost like, because we still have those support, like, like James and, and all those guys and stuff like that. Like, you still have a few of them, but it's almost like, we're building, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, we're kind of almost starting over, but it's great though, because we built those relationships with those people that we still have.
Mm-hmm.
But then now we're in a new chapter of building
Yeah.
more relationships with newer, new people and stuff like that. And that's just the whole thing that we're, Scott and I are huge on, is bringing the community together, because I feel like there's so much indifference in, out there in the world. It's like,
Yeah.
let's get the positivity flowing. Let's bring some people together, and just kind of move on from that,
Definitely.
Yeah, even shows like when I first got into the community, the live streams that were out there, and now they're not.
Yep.
That's where Scott and I are hopefully, we've been talking about that as well. It's
Yeah.
like, because we used to have a huge presence, on YouTube and then on IG and stuff like that. We was constantly doing, lives or streams or, all that stuff. And Scott and I definitely want to get back into that, so we can kind of get the community kind of back together and just do what him and I do,
Yeah. Definitely.
And so we're definitely especially grateful to be here tonight as well. Returning. It seems like forever ago, but we
It's
definitely
been
miss
long
this
overdue.
interaction.
Yeah, it's been long overdue too. We've been needing to get you on here for a while since you came back.
Yeah.
We thank you. We can't thank you enough.
Well, we appreciate it. We're glad we could hook up with you guys and finally get it done.
Yeah.
Does anybody in the chat have any other questions for these guys? It's been great to reconnect with you guys.
Yeah, I'm excited. I got to try that butter. I want to try that liquid butter.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try tomorrow.
I say $9.99. It's a heck of a deal for the liquid butter right now.
Yes, $9.99, guys, for pretty much any product on their site, minus the merch. But also this weekend they'll be throwing in a extra free oil, so that makes the deal even sweeter.
And you said that was through the weekend?
Or more.
Yep,
$50.
the weekend. Yep, 50. Yeah. If you spend 50 or more, then any order that comes through, we see it. Oh, 50 or more, then we're just gonna throw a bottle in there.
Scott, you'll have to DM me and let me know about that liquid butter. I'm very interested.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be great. No, not worried about it at all.
It's pretty phenomenal. We could almost, and we won't, but we could almost just eliminate doing the oils and just doing the liquid butter, because it has, our entire oil blend and then our butter, so.
Yeah, like I said, I find myself using the liquid butter more than I do the oils nowadays. So it's quick and easy, and plus, it's just a lot quicker. Just drop in, just there you go, and it eliminates the process. Like I said, I had a whole spiel too of a commercial idea that I had. It's just funny, but Chad knows where the one was. The little motto I had for the commercial, but it was just something silly.
Yeah.
Archimanda wanted to know if you have any of the summer trio left over.
No, we do not, unfortunately. The summer trio was really good. The biblical sense that we did, those were really good as well.
That was fun to do.
Yeah. But we also, on the other side of the coin, though, we have a question for you guys and anybody out there in the chat as well. What we've been wanting to know is what price point on average, though, would you guys like to see, like, for, our, like, basically just hypothetically, like if you've seen our products or whatever, like what price point would you guys like to see on that kind of stuff? We're just curious to know what people on average are.
I don't know. I just like to see them, but well, less than 20, between 15 and 20, I'd say.
Yeah,
And
yeah, like the 1999. Yeah, $20.
yeah, I think your prices are real good.
Yep. I would say about
I mean,
average
even without
around the different companies is literally
Yeah.
what they just said. The 1999, 1899 some places.
Yep.
And then also it depends on the blend too, you know, if it's some places have a little more exotic blend, so it's a little bit more, you know, that sort of thing. So, but average is about just like Scott and Jason said about 1999, something like that.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
question: do you ship outside the USA?
Currently, we do not. That's an avenue that we hope to, touch on sometime in the future. But we hope that in the future we're able to. It's definitely different. It's a different process, to ship outside. So,
and it's stressful too, because you can't track those packages until they've, pretty much not really until they get to where they go.
Yeah, it's weird. And then you're always worried about customs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, him and I have ordered from companies overseas, and we've gotten it, and you can tell it's been completely rummaged through.
Yeah. Ripped through, cut open, kicked, dropped, waterlogged.
Yes.
Yeah, it's beer oil people. It's they think someone's trying to shove drugs in everything nowadays.
Oh yeah, that's interestingly enough too. TikTok actually flags the bottles as drugs and stuff for whatever reason. It's like
they flag it inappropriate.
Yeah,
it shows drug content. It's like it's just beard care, people. It says like right in the tags, like read the tags.
Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes on Facebook they'll think it's alcohol or
Yep. And that's another thing too, is the advertising. Like with the profiles, you gotta like word it a certain way and this and that to be able to, like, even the sense with the tobacco in it and everything. You have to like word it in a certain way. That way, it doesn't get flagged or whatever.
Well, yeah, and you have one that's called Drunken Waffle, so I can see how take that out of context.
Right, yeah.
That hit be flagged so quick.
Yeah. I think when we do release that one, obviously, when it's going to be around at some point, I think that one's going to be renamed eventually. So that definitely ain't the case, though. But
wait, what? But don't be.
Just showing my stripes already.
No, we're not changing our blends.
No, definitely not changing blend. No.
Our blends are tried and true, especially the oil blend itself. Like that's been. Yeah.
It's a great blend and it works well.
That's our third change up, because when we first started it, we changed it, and then so many months later we ended up changing it again. That's where we ended up with where we're at now.
And that one, we've had no complaints. We've had over 1,000 at least customers and everything, and it's seemed to work on universally. Gray beards, non-gray beards, course, fine, whatever have you, and we've had no complaints whatsoever, and it just so we're sticking with it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. If it works,
Yep.
that's all that matters. Kev says, "Don't cut yourself short on price. As a maker, you know you have time, skill, materials that should be paid for while trying to make a profit."
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just like what you guys said earlier, it's, you want to provide a great product, but it's also a business and you got to keep that business going
Yep.
to be able to supply that great product,
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. You gotta spend money to make money, and if you're not making it, you can't spend it.
Yep.
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 And we're just hoping to reach more people right now. And, especially with the sale, we're just hoping to reach more people that haven't tried. Because, like we said, there's new people now, and we're just hoping to reconnect with the new community, as we should say, that's out there. So,
Yeah, definitely.
as well as the old consumers with our new stuff, and just
Yep.
Yeah, I was excited to get this box of stuff today. Probably should have ordered from you guys sooner.
No, that's okay. But yeah, we are excited to hear your thoughts on everything and what you think. So
Well, everything has been positive so far.
good.
Now, any other future plans for new products like beard wash, and things of that nature?
Oh yeah. We have a lot of stuff that we want to do.
Okay.
Like we've been working on a conditioner. We're working on washes. We want to get into doing a solid cologne. We want to get into doing lotions. I mean, we kind of want to, broaden, everything.
Yeah.
Kind of like how we was doing before we shut down, because we were doing all kinds of stuff. And I have a lot of ideas.
Yeah, we're definitely thinking about involving the ladies as well. So doing the ladies' products as well and involving them.
Yeah, they're a big part of not only our lives, but the community as well.
Yeah, definitely the new community, and it's great to see all these females and stuff in the community now, and say they're the more or less they are the judges of what we wear. So
Yep.
I know Becky. She might use more beard oil now than I do.
But and that's the beauty of it. Like especially ours. Like we use such a premium, like natural product that you can use it on your entire body.
Yep.
So.
And a lot of women use it for like hair oil and.
Yep, my fiance does. She uses my oil as hair oil, and
yep, same with my lady.
Yeah, she told me after the show to make sure to bring her up some of these bottles so she can use.
There you go.
The thing is when you get yourself one, you got to get your lady one at the same time.
Yeah. See, Nocturnal too. There's actually two different ones that he's working on. Nocturnal, there's two different versions that he's working on, and then my fiance, she was like, "Why don't you just mix these two together and share from that?" And it's like, so we took both of them, we put it together, and it was like, holy crap! It was like, that's it right there. So that's how Nocturnal ended up to be how it is now. So it just turned out fantastic, and she loves that. Like just experimented, and we've made clones and stuff out of it, and it actually turned out pretty well.
No, Ray, I did not call you a lady. I'm just saying that they use. I put beard oil in my hair at times. Doesn't make you a lady.
I do too. I do too.
Oh yeah,
I take
all
the
your
I,
thick
ta- I,
locks
I,
there.
yeah. I take the residuals on my hand and wipe it on my head.
And Amber was saying she definitely uses more products than Kev, and Becky says she puts on oil after the shower, but it's great that it's universal, and um that way they don't get as upset when we order some.
Yeah, I say, the liquid butter, especially, you guys are gonna have to hide because that liquid butter doubles as lotion. So
Oh yeah, there's been a bunch of liquid bottles now. So I think you definitely go in the right route on that over the poured.
so you can see from the color there too. It's just full bodied and everything, and it's just nice.
Jason uses scallop oil. He still counts.
You know, it's like, so the liquid butters, it's more ingredients and it's a little bit more work, but it's so much easier than how we did it before with doing the poured, because it was a process. Like,
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
and it would get frustrating sometimes, especially you spend all the time and the ingredients and to make a batch, and it turns out, you know, that was probably the frustrating thing, is every batch came out different.
Yeah, and then yeah, it's when, especially like formulating, this, liquid butter, it was like we was on edge because you have to wait and see like how it's going to react to over time, how it sets over time, the thickness and everything, the viscosity of it, and how it's going to perform over time. And it was painstaking, because we'd have to wait like a week just for each variable and everything. So but in the end, though, I think it finally just came out to that perfect balance. And
Yeah, it's great.
Oh yeah, the consistency, the color, the blend, it's perfect to us anyways.
Yeah.
When we hope everybody else thinks so as well.
Yeah, Amber says she usually uses oil after the shower in the evening and butter in the morning when she gets up, and plus everything in between.
Mm-hmm.
And Ray wants to thanks for the heads up. Now I'll hide the liquid butter. Very cool.
That's funny. Like, you go to like, hey honey, where's my liquid butter? And as she's like hiding it, I don't know.
Or a lot of times you go to grab the bottle and it's pretty much empty.
Right? Yeah. What the heck? I don't remember using that much.
Do you guys plan on having more samples in the future, or is that a...
Hi, Ellie. What's up, Ellie?
I want to say yes, but I don't know. So we put this pack together, and we didn't know it, but apparently the particular bottle containers that we used, the labels that we used don't adhere to that particular plastic.
Weird.
Very, very well. So
right.
Yeah.
And also, like how we're going to be producing stuff, since we're going to be doing it differently, like it's going to be kind of difficult to figure that all out. But I'm sure
Yeah,
we'll figure something out at some point, though.
I just asked because I know we've had a lot of sample bottles in the house lately.
Yeah.
I think Becky had won like 30 sample bottles from one company in a giveaway, and
Oh wow.
pretty sure that's what it was. But I always like every 3-4 days I see a different sample bottle in the bathroom.
Yeah. I mean, because the way Scott and I are thinking about that, we're probably going to do it is we're just going to do single releases, and it's just going to be very random, and we'll probably do like more of those. But maybe if we did like we produced a small sample at a much lower price,
Yeah.
because obviously if you get like a normal pack of samples, you're going to spend 30-40 bucks,
Yeah.
for that pack, but if we, have just a little bottle of one sample, charge like, $5, or either we give the sample away, you pay the shipping, type of thing. So that could be something, but
Yeah. Because we're thinking about doing like the small limited runs that we used to do again. And if we do that, just whatever we have like left over, we can make samples out of that, like so many like X samples, and then like he said, either charge it for the samples or just, collect the samples or at some point in time and just have like a baggie of the samples and sell those or something. We'll have to figure it out as we go along.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah. And I know a lot of companies they'll throw like a sample in with your order and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always a great way to try
Mm-hmm.
other scents. Never know what you'll find that you like.
right. That could be a thing too, like you said there, especially if we have one product that is out there and people are buying it, and then we already have another lineup ready to go. We have samples, and we just throw that particular, like a new release sample, into the order of what's going out with the previous drop type thing. But I don't know. We'll definitely get it figured out. There's more than one way to skin a cat.
yeah.
Oh yeah, there's all sorts of ways to figure that out. They started off with a ton of samples. I wanted to use them all before I used full size.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, bought about 80
wow.
full size I never used. Yeah, that's normally how it starts.
Oh, you definitely, prior to us starting the company up, we, being reviewers, we accumulated so many products, which you guys know.
Yeah.
Just like I can see behind
Yeah.
him, on the wall there, he's probably 30-40 bottles up there.
Oh, I've got a lot more. I even have older ones that I've boxed up. And surprisingly enough, I've only probably had about 2 bottles out of everything I've bought that went bad.
Yeah.
But I also keep it in a basement, which keeps them a little
Mhm.
cooler than most people probably feel.
Yeah,
Yep, dark
100%.
and cool. Dark and cool. Yeah, I remember I used to make custom shelves for Scott and I when we were reviewing, to be able to just to house all of our products.
Oh, yeah.
And to be able
Yeah.
to have it on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, those shelves were full, and just recently I've had to you know, clear some stuff out. And like that was one of the biggest thing too, was like the, you know, the reflection of like all the you know, the memories that I've had to collect, but like, you know, the memories stay in your heart though, you know, truly and foremost, though they stay in your heart. But like all the bottles and the artwork and all that stuff that it just, you know, accumulate over time, and like the process. But it was like the entire journey of it, you know, of where, you know, I started and where I went, and you know where we are now, you know, that whole journey. And it was like a trip down memory lane, was clearing everything out. But it just, you know, it's a really awesome thing that, you know, all the people that we've met, all the company owners that we've talked to, all the companies that have came and gone since, and um, you know, everything is just
Oh yeah.
definitely a really great journey, and we just love that, and
Well,
we would
yeah, and
love to
that's
connect with more
that's part
people.
of
Right.
our slogan for the show: respect the journey.
Yep.
Yeah.
And at the
Yep.
end of the day, we wouldn't be here without any of you guys.
Most definitely.
So we thank you three and everybody else that has, you know, supported us and just everything, because it's because of you guys that we're here.
Yeah, definitely. We appreciate you making the stuff.
Yeah.
I know some of us couldn't make something as good as some of the stuff you guys make.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
And you put on these great sales.
Mm.
Even when you had the company a few years ago, you always had these great sales where you could stock up on a lot of these great products.
Oh yeah. Yep.
We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
But everybody, make sure you check out that sale. It's a steal for $9.99, and you order enough, you get free bottle of oil thrown in there. Definitely worth it.
Yep. And stuff's going quick too. So
Great products.
yep. A lot of big orders coming in. So
That's
but we
great.
still got we've got a lot of inventory, so
Hey.
Thanks, Kevin, for the tip there.
Let's
Well,
go.
Mike's not here, so
Let's
we
go.
appreciate you. We appreciate it, guys.
You guys can recycle my dollar right back into the stream. Thanks, Kev.
But we appreciate everyone joining us tonight. Be sure to check out Beard Mana and that great sale. Definitely. And you can check us out here again next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we have a very new company to talk about next week. I think it's Fur and Hide. Definitely different. I haven't even tried them yet. He's sending me some stuff, so we'll see and talk about it next week. But everybody, make sure to check out the sale with Beard Mana, and respect the journey. I'll catch you next week.
Yep. Good night, everybody. Have a good Friday.
Appreciate y'all.